Good morning. It's 9 a.m. Friday, July 29th. Welcome to the Good News, live at 9 on Facebook. Good morning. It's 9 a.m. Friday, July 29th. Welcome to the Good News, live at 9 on Facebook. Good morning. It's 9 a.m. Friday, July 29th. Welcome to the Good News, live at 9 on Facebook. Good morning. It's 9 a.m. Friday, July 29th. Welcome to the Good News, live at 9 on Facebook. Good morning. It's 9 a.m. Friday, July 29th. Welcome to the Good News, live at 9 on Facebook. Good morning. It's 9 a.m. Friday. Okay. What's happening?
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Good morning.
Sue and I just wanted to make sure everybody was awake, so we said it good morning at least 14 times consecutively. How's that?
Oh, goodness.
It's always something. It's always something with technology. Good morning to everyone who's watching. It's Friday. It's a beautiful day. Just can't ask for more, right?
Nope. We could ask for technology to work, but I'm thinking that's just a little bit too much. Nope. We could ask for technology to work, but okay. So what's the deal, Gary?
All right. I think we're under control. We just won't worry about it. I think we're under control. All right, good morning, Barbara Wolf, Patty Johnson, Andrea Seabloom, Beri and Margot, Bob Ando, Ken Woods, Norma Bentley, Barbara Shute. It's good to see you with us. We have a special guest today, don't we, Sue?
We do. It's going to be Jim Beri. He's the executive director of the Allen Park Chamber, and he's pretty connected downriver, so we get the scoop of what's going on around town.
Absolutely. Hi, Judy Sutherland. We'll go through our news really quickly so that we can get to our conversation with Jim, which I'm excited about. Let's see. It's the last weekend of the month, which is hard to believe, and a fifth Sunday.
It is.
Yes, and every time
there's Sunday mission, don't we?
That's correct. Every time. I think there's 4 per year. Well, I know there's 4 per year. And this one, we have been promoting the Heifer Project. Deacon Deanna McDonnell has been in charge of that mission, and it's been kind of a fun one. We're trying to buy a cow, which seems like a weird thing to do, but the Heifer Project helps people with food, and it's just a great mission that our Presbyterian women have been supporting for years.
Well, and the congregation has been supporting too. They may not have known it. The cow that was always the bank that was put out for coffee hour that people put their dollar bills in or whatever, that was for the Heifer Project for Presbyterian women. I believe it was started by Barb McIntyre. She got the cow and had it put out there, and we just kind of kept it alive ever since then. But since we don't have coffee hours anymore, it was kind of hard to get people to put anything into the cow bank. So
that's true. That's true.
Said, oh, let's do a fifth Sunday mission. And so then we have farm animal banks that people have been filling, and we'll see how that works out on Sunday. Hopefully the kids especially will come and bring their banks, and the adults will bring their banks. And there's a special thing Deanna has. There's a cow piñata that we're going to have after worship in the parlor. It's full of candy, and the kids can whack at it and then have some candy, and that'll be fun, I think.
Yes, I think so too. So if you don't know what we're talking about, we've just been trying to collect loose change. We try to show that if you just put your loose change in a bag or a bank or however you're doing it, it can add up and make changes in the world. So if you don't have a bank and you're not a kid and you still want to help out, bring your bags of change to church on Sunday or drop off in the church office when we're open. It'll all get to the same place, right, Sue?
That's right.
Absolutely. Sue and I, man, why do we stay so busy, Sue?
I don't know.
What is wrong with us?
No.
We are also hosting an event on the North Lawn during the Allen Park Street Fair. It's just going to be, we call it an Oasis event. Yes, last year we called it something weird. This year we're calling it an Oasis event. And it's kind of meant to be a place for people who are walking around, who might be hot or tired and just want to sit down, grab a cup of hot, cold water, or just a quick snack. That's what we're going to do. We'll have blankets out and benches and places to sit. We might have some special music. So we are looking for you to join us, either as a person walking through or a volunteer. And I did post a link. Being a smiling hospitality volunteer could not be more fun or easier. Just want you to come and hang out with us. There'll be lots of crafts. They're all going to be free for the community, for the kids that stop by. And we definitely need some help with setting up and cleaning up. So
we definitely will have special music. Patty Allen and her flute will be playing from 2 to 4 both days. So yeah, that was fun. She was quite the hit last year. So
yes, it was
hearing her again.
It was very fun to see Patty just playing like that. Hi, Susan Hill. Hi, Judy Martin. Hi, Deanna. It was fun to watch her last year. So I'm very much looking forward to that again too.
Yep.
All right. So last 5th Sunday, sign up to help us with our Oasis event. Tonight is the dinner and the beginning of the Synod of the Covenant at First Pres in Dearborn. We hope you signed up to go to that. It's nice to have it so close.
Absolutely. Deanna and I will be going. We need to mention too that the choir is back and they're going to be singing worship on Sunday, August 28th. If you'd like to sing with them, show up on Monday night when they rehearse, or contact Christine El-Haj or Amy Bowerman for more details.
Yes, and Christine directs and accompanies the choir.
Yes.
It's a fun thing to do. Yes. Hi, Sandy Sauerbeck. Hi, Kevin Vaughn. So do you think we are ready? Are we ready to let Jim in and get our conversation started, Sue?
Probably. Well, one last thing. There is the farmers market today from 3 to 7, the parking lot across from the church at Park and Harrison. So,
yes, be sure to stop by. It's a fun thing. They have plenty of vendors, support local. We're all about that. And it's a great place. And it's going to be perfect weather. It's going to be beautiful weather this weekend. So we'll take advantage of that.
So, yep, our guest, as we said before, is Executive Director Jim Beri, and he's from the Allen Park Chamber of Commerce.
All right, and before we let him in, Margot let us know that there's no choir rehearsal for the next 2 Mondays. So after August 8th, we'll be back to practicing. Hey, all right, sorry about that. All right, so we are going to let Jim in. Here we go.
I see his name.
He's popping in. Barbara Wolf asked if we'll have reserved parking for volunteers. Yes. We will block off the alley. Good point, Barbara Wolf. We'll block off the alley so that people who are helping have a place to park, because parking is crazy during the street fair. Hi, Judy Hatch. There we go. Hi, Jim.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Oh, you're cutting out there.
Why won't the microphone work?
It's working now.
Working now, yeah.
It's working now.
I lost you. I go back.
We can hear you now. You can't hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right.
All right, I feel like every time we go on Zoom, there's a new challenge of some sort. So let's start this over. Good morning, Jim. It's nice to have you as our guest again.
I know. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? And
can you hear me?
yes, we can.
Can you not hear us?
Can you hear me good?
We can hear you quite well. Can you hear us all right? Apparently you're not hearing us very well though, eh?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us what's new. What's going on around town? Tell us what's new. What's going on around town?
Well, there's a lot of new stuff going around in town right now. As you know, this next weekend is going to be the biggest one of all. It's going to be our festivity committee is hosting the street fair. So that's coming up here, and next weekend, the 5th and 6th, we got about 150 vendors and food trucks coming in, and that's usually our biggest one of the year. And also things that will be happening, we're going to have Made in Michigan back this year in September, and that's going to be September 23rd, 24th, and 25th. So that's going to be a big venue too. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
For some reason, I don't know why I can't hear.
If you have Facebook on with the show, you might want to
see. Let me try something here.
You might want to mute that. That's when I get into trouble, when I have both on.
Yeah, you're coming through loud and clear right now.
For some reason it's not working. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you. What's going on here, huh? I'm going to try it. All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't hear you still. I don't know why it's going on. Your speaker was not. Please check your connection to this. No, I'm good.
Yeah, you look good.
It's kind of hard to answer questions when you can't hear us.
Yep.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, I can hear you guys too.
All right. Yay.
Technology.
I was going to say it's kind of hard to answer questions when you can't hear what we're saying.
Is that a good thing?
Depends on what committee you're on, right?
Yeah.
No, we have a lot of events coming up this weekend too. We have what I call teen majors coming to the Thunder Bowl. We're going to have 1,300 people coming to Allen Park starting Sunday all the way to August 4th. So that's going to be a big event here in Allen Park. We've been promoting it pretty good for our businesses. All the hotels that we have are all booked, and it's going to be a big event. If anybody's into bowling, I would say go down to the Thunder Bowl. They'll be bowling all day. These teens are coming from all over the United States. As far as Alaska too, I've seen the list. That's going to be a great event. As you know, the Thunder Bowl is really one of our main events here. Is bringing a lot of tournaments in this year. And next year, I was told yesterday, I was at DDA meeting yesterday, and the owner was there, saying they're bringing in the professionals come first of the year, I think he said. So we'll have the professionals coming in at the arena at the Thunder Bowl.
Is that broadcast on TV, Jim?
That will be broadcast on TV, yes.
On ESPN?
Probably. He didn't say exactly, but I would imagine ESPN because that's a sports channel.
Right. You know, he's had events there for years, the professional bowlers and whatever come in, but COVID, as we know, COVID shut everything down and changed things. So.
Yeah, everything is coming back now. And
that's great.
And hopefully we don't get stuck with COVID again,
Yeah.
Things are going up and down.
Again.
Right. And then, then we got a lot of new businesses coming to town already. I don't know if you hear about May's Bakery. They took over Sweet Tooth.
Yes.
If you haven't been there yet, it's great. I mean, they got some great bakeries. I'm trying to lose weight, but it's kind of hard when he keeps bringing me samples. That's Adam and his wife, May. But yeah, they took that over, and the DDA last night approved their awning. So we'll be getting a new awning with their name on it now. So that's going to be a good thing that they do that. And also the newest one is Camaro Coffee. I don't know if you guys have been there yet.
I've seen it. I've driven by.
Yes, I've seen it advertised. There's been a lot of great advertising for both of them.
Right.
The bakery and the coffee shop.
Yeah, we had a ribbon cutting there last week, and it turned out real well. But yeah, it's a great shop. He's got great desserts. You want to go in there and try all his desserts that he has. But the coffee's great too. And he's Alan Parker, which is nice. It's a franchisee, but he opened it up there, and I heard he's doing pretty good. We plan on having a morning eye opener there, I think August 10th. So if Sue or you are available, come on over in the morning at 8:30 and have some coffee.
An eye opener.
Get out of bed that early? Yeah. Probably not, Jim. Probably not.
What?
Sue would have to stay up all night to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I get up early, but Sue stays up late.
Yeah,
so
not so much.
Maybe we can make it work, right?
Yeah. See, you're drinking coffee now. What the heck? It's only 9:15.
Absolutely. This is my second big cup already. So yeah, I have that problem. So I need to go try it out, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely. So yes, we have a lot of things happening in Allen Park, a lot of new businesses are coming in, and that's a great thing for us. We have a new nail shop that just opened up across the street from our office here too. A spa, manicure, and all that stuff in there. It's a nice little shop there. And then Plato's, I don't know if you're familiar with Plato's, that's a dress store across the street as well. People can exchange the clothes, I guess, and it's been pretty busy. Every time I look out the window, it seems like a lot of people going in and out of there. Good. So the main streets, it's getting there real well. And of course, up on the hill, there's things happening on the hill now too. Some of the stores are getting filled up on the hill. So, and everybody realized that really we're the jewel downriver. Even though people push Wyandotte, Trenton, all that, we are the heart. And any way to get there, you got to go down Southfield Road or 94 to Southfield or I-75. And so we're actually in the middle of it all. That people have to pass through here. So, and it makes it real nice that Allen Park, what we are. So we're growing all the time. It's getting better and better. As long as this COVID thing don't strike us, business is starting to do better now too as well. Like I said, the street fair, we're expecting about 15,000 people are predicting. So we'll see what happens there. So that should be a good event.
And there's going to be entertainment, and the street fair is open till 11 o'clock at night, I think.
Yes. Yep. 10 to 11. Yep. 10 o'clock in the morning to 11. And I believe you guys might be doing something too, I believe, aren't you? Are you still?
Yeah. We're gonna have a very simple event on our north lawn for people who are walking around. They want to get a cup of water, sit down with their kids, to use our bathroom, to just take a rest. Just a simple thing. Table. Yeah, we'll have free crafts for kids.
That's good. You're gonna send me something on that so I can post it too, so we can get people directed over there.
Absolutely.
They're going to be using the show parking lot this year because the show is down. So a lot of people will be parking in that show parking lot. I think the historical commission is going to be manning that. So there'll be plenty of parking right behind the show. And speaking of the show, you guys may or may not know, but after the street fair, the show is coming down.
Aww.
So it will be coming down. As at the DDA meeting last night, and the mayor was there and the council people. And so as soon as the show's over with, they'll be putting a fence around there, I was told, and then they'll start tearing it down.
Yeah, that's probably gonna cause some comments.
Sadness.
Yeah, sadness and some comments. I do have a question for you, or a comment from one of our listeners. She says, I am concerned about parks not looking so great. I don't want Allen Park to lose the jewel image.
Well, I missed that. The parks, you say?
Yeah, the parks, the parks in Allen Park.
Well, that's going to be looked at. I don't know if I should tell you that's what you may know this already, but they released the director of Parks and Recreation the other day. The council made a decision to release him. So we're going to have a new director there. And as you know, too, Jennifer Kibbe's no longer with us either. And they're looking for a new director for that position as well. We do have an interim in here as Lauren. Lauren's doing a great job. Her and I are working real good together to keep things going as far as the DDA goes, and getting these facade grants and so forth, keep it going. So yeah, we lost a couple key people, but you know, it's the way it goes, and they're going to find new people to do that. And that was one of the complaints is about the parks. I don't know what the lady or man would just said. And that was one of the things that brought up about hiring a new landscaper. And the landscaper they had, everybody walked out on him. That's what I was told last night. So hopefully the city and the TPW can pick the reins up and start fixing those parks up better.
All right, and another viewer said, too bad they can't save the marquee, going back to the theater, as a landmark. And then someone said, rebuild the theater in Greenfield Village. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, there's been a lot of questions, even coming to my office, and what are they gonna do with that marquee? You know, they really didn't make a decision on it. One decision was they might put it over at the dog on Outer Drive over there. It's supposed to be a dog park. That was one of the suggestions. I don't know, but they haven't really decided what to do. They want to make a green space out of it for a time being. Once it's tore down with grass and redo the parking lot, they want to make that an entertainment venue there eventually. So a lot of stuff entertainment would be done on a green space once the show is down. So it'd be quite a bit of land. People don't realize once the show comes down how much land is going to be there.
Oh yeah, I mean it takes
right.
You know, because it's like this L shape, you know. So yeah, it's then there was ideas of.
So the parking lot's going to be gone too then. Yeah,
they'll redo that parking. The parking lot is bad anyhow. They just put some fill the holes in towards street fair just yesterday. The city did, because they got a lot of those sinkholes there. So they just put that black mash in there and fixed it up for driving right now. So we'll see what happens when that comes. You know, a lot of things probably won't happen till the end of the year, but definitely coming down after the street fair. And everybody's coming here, can we get a brick? I said, well, you know what? You have to ask the contractor, you know, if you can have a brick or two for souvenir, I guess.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of memories, and it's so hard to let go always. It's so hard to let go.
Yeah, you know, the main thing is too, Kerri, is, you know, I didn't realize I had a basement. So once they tear it out, they had to fill that whole basement up with dirt, of course. So it'll be interesting. I imagine people will be watching it and taking pictures and so forth when the time comes.
Right. A viewer, Barbara said, sad to see the show come down, but empty buildings aren't safe or healthy for neighborhood. Good call.
Yes, we're doing real good. Like I say, we're filling up the buildings downtown now, and that's important. It isn't just downtown, but we're also filling them up in the other areas too. You know, we have Aldi's that came in now over at by Lowe's over there, and a couple buildings, new businesses came in up on the hill too. So little by little, you know, people are coming to Elm Park. Just like I say, we're having this big event here and this weekend, and people are going to recognize they're going to be going around different areas here. It's too bad they're leaving just before the street fair. Maybe that's a good thing. But,
yeah, that would be
maybe they'll still hang out to go to the street fair.
Right. So some might hang around the next day or two in the motels, you know, once the event's over with.
Exactly.
I may want to stick around for an extra day.
One of our viewers, Ken, said, too bad you can't make the basement of the theater into a pool.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, as far as the bricks, maybe the city should sell the bricks to make some money.
Well, that's true too. But I think the parks are going to be fixed first before we have a pool.
Yeah.
To try to maintain a pool is kind of hard. So,
right.
Anyhow,
exactly.
It'll be interesting once it's down. I don't know if anybody's been over to the old Southgate Shopping Center there where Montgomery Wards was.
Yeah.
They made that into a marketplace, looked real nice, and grass there. They got a pavilion there, and they have their entertainment on weekends there or during the week. So that's something we'll look at here as well.
Yeah, I think once it transforms, I mean, it's in a prime location for people who are walking in that area to go and have concerts at night or just have events, picnics, whatever. I mean, it'll be nice moving forward. It's just always so hard when something has to leave.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you know, and then, you know, then the market will be moved there too. You know, now the market's down on Park Street in that little parking lot.
right,
So once that's done there, the market will be moved over there too. So it'll be a nice little space over there for the market now.
right.
So there's a lot of opportunities to do things on that green space once it's made.
Absolutely.
For the entertainment for the street fair, where are they holding that at now?
Well, we used to have two bands. We're doing, I mean, one, two show things. We're only having one back on down towards Roosevelt again.
Okay.
We're not going to have two stages. They get to be, the committee decided it's getting to be a little hard to maintain two stages. So in the old days, I guess we call it old days, we always had the one anyhow down at the far end with the beer tent. So that's where all the entertainment would be.
Is that Roosevelt at the end there?
Yeah,
or?
at the end of Roosevelt there, yeah.
Okay.
That's where it'll be again this year.
And you still have the beer tents and the things going on.
Yeah, we still have the beer tents, you know, and we have all the pretzel people coming and ears, what they call them, elephant ears that people like. It's all going to be here. So yeah, it's like I say, we could have probably got more, but we're limited to 150. If you went to the Wyandotte festival, they had them on the side streets and everything, and some people lost out being on the side streets. So we're committed to just keeping everything downtown.
Right.
And
yeah.
You know, last weekend we had Touch a Truck. I don't know if you guys realize that, but that was very successful. We had quite a few.
Yeah, we talked about that last Friday too.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That's a great thing for kids. Kids love those vehicles.
Yeah, so that turned out very successful as well. So we have a lot of events. It's sad to say, but we'll be in August here soon and winding down for the summer, I guess. But there's different events going all over, but we're doing our part is keeping people around and expanding our businesses. That's the important thing.
So is there anything that you need from the community or?
Well, you know, the community support is always number one. Shop locally has always been our theme, you know. Try to keep the business best you can in Allen Park. It's important. We do have a lot of selections, and when it's not downtown Allen Park, we've got the hill, you know, and then below the hill, we've got several nice restaurants here and some good venues. So the main thing is try to keep the business out. There was a gentleman here the other day just bought a house in Allen Park. He searched all around and he figured out Allen Park might be the best community for him. He came from Wisconsin. So, I mean, that's a plus when you figure that this gentleman searched around and then decided to buy an Allen Park.
Absolutely.
And it makes a big difference. I don't think houses stay very long in Allen Park. When I will ride around, I see a lot of sold signs already and they don't stay up very long. So that's a plus too, that we're getting new neighbors in Allen Park.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So shop local, support local. It's always important. Every community needs that support.
Oh, absolutely. You know, people go to other cities and people from other cities come here. So, and that's the key. You know, when you figure shop downriver, you know, when people consider us downriver, it's 22 communities, although they're not really downriver, but we consider every one of them being downriver.
Exactly. A question from Judy. How can you get advertising banner on a lamppost?
Well, they just did that, and it's closed now. I mean, they may do it again next year. That came through the recreation department, the city. And as you know, there's some out there now. The banners are out there now that they sponsored. And then we also had the graduates, if you've seen the graduates from Allen Park around the poles as well. So, and that's the other thing I should bring up. The DDA is looking at doing more new Christmas decorations this year or coming up. And they want to light up the whole downtown and then also going down Northern Allen Park.
Wow,
so
that's awesome.
They're talking about lighting up the whole area, making a nice venue this year for our lighting. Those snowflakes we've had for a long time, I guess they want to change them out and do something different now.
I like those snowflakes.
Well, you could probably buy one, Sue.
Fundraiser.
You can put them around the church.
There
we go.
And of course, Mark Bailey was there yesterday too, at the D-Day, talking about him decorating all the trees again. He puts, I don't know if you guys know, he puts all the lights around the trees on Park Avenue.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
And
Mark Bailey's from McNally's Shoes, right?
Right, and he's done that for years, of course. And then his pumpkin patch too, he promoted that again. And like I say, we have a lot of good venues coming in Allen Park. We get the word out and we bring the people in. And, you know, we won't be long, the schools will be back together. We'll have homecoming and other events like that happening. I don't want to talk too far ahead of summer still here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're starting to, I could talk to you all day, Jim. We're starting to run out of time. So I think, fine. Yes, I think we have got people interested and, you know, shared a couple things maybe people didn't know and now they know and can talk about, which is a good thing. Ken Wood said Mark is an elk. Yep. Oh yeah, I'm an Elks too. Ken knows that. Yep. We have we know friends in all of the Allen Park. So
we have friends in high places, all kinds of friends in high places.
Absolutely.
Even Knights of Columbus is having concerts too. You know, they got a concert coming up in the next 2 weeks too. Over across the street in their park as well. But if you folks need anything, you know what to do. Get a hold of me. If anybody wants information, come in the office here. We have our directory here. We have different information, what's going on in the city, as well as other places. So just come in the office here at 6543 Allen Road and come on in and talk to us and we'll answer your questions.
Thank you so much. And thank you for making yourself available to everyone. Communication is key for every successful event.
Well, it's true. And getting the word out, and like I say, shop locally, that's important.
Absolutely. Jim, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you. We appreciate your support of our church. And you know that we're all about supporting Allen Park as well.
Absolutely. We're going to do trunk or treat this year too. That day came up yesterday too.
Yes, I heard that. And the moderator of the Deacons sent me an email and said, did you say you're doing it? I said, I didn't know, but hey, if we're doing it, right?
Yeah, that's what a lot of things were brought up yesterday at DDA meeting, and that was one of them too, that the Presbyterian Church and the city or DDA would be working together for trunk or treat again. Last year, I guess we had a hard time getting together, but I guess we'll be able to do it better this year.
Yes.
If they have that park, that'd be a beautiful place to have it.
Absolutely. We had some we had some great plans that couldn't go, you know, last year, but this is a new year. So Ken Wood said, thank you, Jim. Barbara Wolf said, thank you. Norma Bentley said, thank you, Jim, for your interview and promoting the amazing city of Allen Park.
Absolutely. You guys have a good day and good weekend and see you next week, hopefully.
All right. Thank you. Bye, Jim.
Take care, everybody.
All right. So to remind everybody, we are having an event on the North Lawn during the street fair. We're calling it the Oasis. We're going to have snacks and games and crafts and just a nice shady place to sit, some water. So come on by.
Yes, and if you're the volunteering type, we would love to have you. It couldn't be easier. We need some strong people who don't mind taking stuff out of the garage and helping us set up benches. You know, if I break a nail, that ruins my day. So yes. please help
Kerri not break a nail.
Yes, if I break a nail, I won't be such a smiling hospital. No, I still will. We've had a nice conversation, but we do want to say some prayers. Please keep the Bob Morton's family in your thoughts and prayers. Bob passed away yesterday, and we want you to keep his entire family and all of his friends in your thoughts and prayers. We appreciate that. And Sue, let's take it away.
I'd like to share one thing with you here. From John 14:27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Let not your heart be troubled.
So we will see you next Friday for the Good News Live at 9. If you'd like to be our guest, please let Sue or I know. And remember, you are a beloved child of God, and God loves you, and so do we. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.